I cannot believe my eyes. As not only have the Toronto Blue Jays been on an absolute tear lately, they have been sending messages to every team that crosses their path, but we are witnessing something that we haven't witnessed in a very long time with this Toronto Blue Jays team, and it is something truly special. We're going to break down exactly what that is and discuss what it means going forward. As ladies and gentlemen, the Jays are an absolute wagon. Before you at all, if you're a part of the 71% who aren't subscribed to the channel, this is the place to be for daily Jays content. If you're excited, the Jays have won 9 out of their last 10 games, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe what I'm witnessing here. We are seeing resurgent seasons. We're seeing some unbelievable at bats. We're seeing everything that we've been clamoring for the past 2 to 3 years, really. And it's all coming together right now in this moment, and things have taken an absolutely fantastic turn for this Toronto Blue Jays team. They've won 9 out of their last 10. They're going for another sweep tomorrow. Yes, another sweep. Things are at an all-time high right now as it pertains to this season. Let's just dive right into it, folks. I mean, we're seeing Tyler Heineman put up Barry Bonds numbers. There's a million things to go over today, but let's start at the top and go down from there. And let me know right now in the comment section. Just comment right now how you're feeling about this team. Do you believe it's against good teams now? There's no more bad team excuse. It is against good teams. And you can see here, Bo had a hitless day, unfortunately. The Jays still managed to pull off the win, but Bo had a hitless day. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has been struggling as of late, not hitting for a ton of power. Gets the game-winning, what ended up being the game-winning single in the top of course, in the late part of the game. He got the single that mattered the most. He went 2 for 5, an RBI single, driving home Addison Barger in the top of the 9th inning. Barger with a leadoff double. Vladdy hits a single, brings Barger home, gives them a 5-3 lead, ladies and gentlemen, at that point until Jeff Hoffman came in. Solid game from Vladdy. Crucial hit, and those are the hits you're paying him $500 million for. Hits that, not necessarily the home runs yet, which hopefully they'll come along, but hits that get you into a spot to do damage. And guess what? He did damage, and he won the Blue Jays the ball game in that regard. Barger 1 for 5, but that one hit was the most clutch hit of the game, or ended up being one of the most important hits of the game, rather, not the most clutch hit. George Springer turning back the clock, hit a huge 2-run home run. Like, this game is the pinnacle of the Toronto Blue Jays, because you're of this season, at least. You go up early, 2-0, you give it up, you go down 3-2. We'll get to Kevin Gosse in a minute, who struggles historically against the Twins. And you're down 3-2 in the 7th, 8th, 9th inning. You come back and you win the game. You put up runs. And I didn't feel that nervous for a minute when the Jays were either up 2-0, but when they were down 3-2, I thought to myself, okay, you have the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning now to get a couple runs. And guess what they did? They got a couple of runs. They go 4-3, and then Vladdy single brings it home to make it 5-3. And then, of course, Jeff Hoffman. But this team, we're seeing things no one is used to. I mean, over the past couple of years, the offense is on fire. They are absolutely clutch. You have guys that are having great seasons, like Nathan Lucas, just fantastic at bats. Is on base 3 times. His OPS is almost 800. He has been a guy who, coming into spring, again, I was on record saying that he should have got DFA'd. Horrible take by me. I'll take it right in the chest once Varsho came back. And this is all without Dalton Varsho, by the way. Lucas has replaced him wonderfully. Jimenez still doesn't look 100% out there, but he's still doing his job, defensively. And then Tyler Heineman, a solo shot. I mean, 3 hits on the night, keeping the ball rolling. I can't say enough about Tyler Heineman. He's been literally the most shocking player, I think, in baseball this season. A guy who's been through a million teams, all these different things, went to Jays 3 or 4 stints. He's coming out, and his OPS, I mean, you're better off walking him at this point with the way that he's been hitting. But it's such a breath of fresh air to watch a baseball team that if they go down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-0 in the first, second, third inning, I have full faith they're going to come back and at least make a game out of it. And that's what happened today. You go up 2-0, and then, of course, you go down 3-2, and you're thinking, I think this team can come back. I genuinely think they can come back and win this game. And they did just that. And this was a game where, of course, we'll get into George Springer, we'll get into Tyler Heineman, but looking at the pitching staff, huge game from Kevin Gosse, man. You can see he had 104 pitches, but coming into this game, and you can see based on who pitched, the bullpen was not 100% healthy. Brendan Little pitched 37 pitches in yesterday night's game. The game was going to be a battle, and you needed innings from your starting pitching staff. You absolutely needed a lot of innings. And in the 4th inning there, in the bottom of the 4th, Kevin Gosse was struggling. He gave up 2 runs. He hit a batter on an 0-2 count. The bases were loaded. And then it was 2-2 in this inning. He already given up in the 4th inning 2 runs, bases loaded still, 1 out. He given up 2 runs in the inning. He was wavering. bullpen was being called. He gets a ground ball double play, Clement to Heineman, Heineman to first to end the inning. And that's ultimately what ended up being the difference in this game. Because, yes, he gave up one more run and a solo shot to, I believe, Cody Clemens. But other than that, right, you're in such a good spot then because he went another 2 innings and saved the bullpen who wasn't going to, you didn't have all your A-plus guys anyway. And Dan Shulman and Buck Martinez were talking about on the broadcast, you need to be able, those 3 starters, Berríos, Bassett, and Kevin Gausman, to pitch well because Bowden Francis hasn't been pitching well. The bullpen guys, they've been pitching well, but you can only run them down for so long. And then, of course, Chad Green came in, loaded the bases as well, but got the job done. Braden Fisher, fantastic inning for him, a 1-2-3 inning with the strikeout. He had a bad start, but other than that, he's been a dominant bullpen arm for this team. And then, of course, Jeff Hoffman comes up and gives up a solo shot, and the first batter then gets a 1-2-3 to end the game. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you're finding contributions up and down, whether that be Nathan Lucas, whether that be guys like Braden Fisher, I mean, Eric Lauer. Offensively, I mean, Class A hasn't been playing great. Maybe we start to see some Joey Loperfido time coming up soon. Alan Roden hasn't been getting any starts. But you're seeing guys like Tyler Heineman. He didn't expect to hit well, having the best hitter on the team. You have Ernie Clement going 0 for 4 today, but he's been so good in the past few weeks. It hasn't mattered. George Springer, a clutch hit. They're getting clutch hit after clutch hit. Addison Barger's been a shining star. They're winning games on the back of a lot of guys. And one of the biggest contributors to that has been George Springer. You can look at it here. He appears to be heating up again. You can look at his weighted runs created plus this season and a bit of a line graph here, and looking at how it goes from up to down in a line graph. It's back up now. It is trending upwards. And you can see this here. It started off really, really good, and then it went down, and then it went up, and then it went down, and now it's right back up. Hit another home run today. And if George Springer's playing good baseball, you're going to be this team, like, their offense is extremely deep. They're without Dalton Varsho. They're without some of their guys. You're slowly getting people back. If Varsho can come back healthy, this lineup's insane. And Nathan Lucas has been a very adequate replacement to Dalton Varsho, both offensively and defensively. Like, they have guys who can play center field, not quite to Dalton Varsho's level, but very close. You have the luxury of having a guy like Miles Straw who can hit against righties and be a platinum-level glover himself in center field. If the team is complete, and as the deadline approaches, there is a clear need for a starting pitcher. They need to go out sooner than later and get a starting pitcher. There's no doubt about it, and I think they're going to do that. You need to do that ASAP. Add another bat, and I truly have faith in this version of the Toronto Blue Jays. Things are rolling right. You're thinking you won the series against the Phillies. You swept the series against the Athletics. You won the series against the Minnesota Twins here now, no matter what happens tomorrow. You're beating good teams, and the Minnesota Twins are directly competing for you. They were ahead of you by a game against the wild card. Now you're ahead of the Twins for a game. You're in the number 1 wild card spot right now. The team is good. Push for that AL East spot. Teams are going to flare out. The Jays are on a roll. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Heineman's turning 34, and this is his 6th season he's appeared for. He hit his longest home run of the year today. Vibes are high. The team is rolling. And let me tell you, I have not only utmost confidence in this Toronto Blue Jays team, you go out and you add a couple arms, this is going to be a dangerous Blue Jays roster. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you guys for watching.